Hey friendos, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt. We're back with some more Marvel Future Fight. Apologies, it's been a while. It's been a busy week for me the past 7 days, so I kind of missed everything that happened since the last update. But yeah, we already have a new one on its way. So here we go. We've already just seen it, but let's have a quick look again. Love the cinematic style, very much in keeping with traditional Spider-Man. So very similar to pretty much most of the tier 4s we've seen. We've got this back to basics kind of look. Amazing cinematics, very much in keeping with the Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man PS4 game. He's doing one of the QTEs where you have to chase after the cars. Half spider, half car. Okay, beast mode. Sure. But there we go. So we can see that this is the last sneak peek. Upcoming patch details means that this is just another little half one. Apparently everyone's happy about this though. Only a few people mad, which is interesting, shall we say. So we missed yesterday's sneak peek, but we'll take a quick look at that one too. I kind of think this one was a little bit mid. I'm surprised that we are getting a new uniform for Scarlet Spider with his Chasm uniform, and a new uniform for Arachnite. I never thought we'd get any uniforms or any part of an update for the Infinity Warps characters. So that's it's very interesting. So we've just had Spider-Man Miles Morales get his tier 3 and his new uniform, and we can tell that they were going to be doing something very soon for Spider-Man Peter Parker because no, not his uniform effect, because of his, is it passive? No, it's his leadership, isn't it? Yeah, his leadership skill. Very much in the same vein as we've seen with Vision applying to Wanda, and we've seen with Hulkbuster applying to Iron Man. So we kind of figured that there would be something coming very soon. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised actually. We have quite a few speed types now. And I'm surprised that they went with Spider-Man so close to Ant-Man. We all know that next month we just got speed tier 4 in Shadow Shell. And Ant-Man's new film comes out on the 17th of February, which means it's about a month away. It does also kind of mean that sadly I don't think we're going to be seeing a tier 4 for Shuri and a second uniform. I think we have missed that window of opportunity sadly. So for people still holding out hope, I think tier 4 Shuri and the Black Panther uniform has very much gone the way of Green Goblin. But we are getting Spidey, so that's very cool. It's very exciting. I expect we're going to be seeing, I mean, he's had a lot of uniforms, but it does look like he's getting a back to basics, which is going to be very similar to his classic look, the same as Iron Man, Cap, etc. have had with their back to basics uniforms. So I imagine he's still going to be a speed tier 3. Nothing too great is going to change there, but he's probably going to be a lot more meta for PvP. Obviously he was when his uniform came out, but that only lasted a few months. Again, we're going to see Arachnite get his. I'm not expecting too much from Arachnite or Scarlet Spider. I think obviously Scarlet Spider is just going to be a support. Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Gwen, and Miles Morales. I think again they get their time to shine later in the year when Across the Spider-Verse, I should say, comes out. I think we'll either see Miles or Gwen get a tier 4 then. Personally, I hope both of them do. I think that would be pretty cool. Not just because I'm a massive simp for Gwen Stacy or anything. But yeah, so it's interesting. We've just had a update, which was only 3 characters, and now we're getting a mid-month, which is also 3 characters. I'm not sure why they didn't do the Warriors of the Sky as the mid-month. I would have thought that would have made more sense to coincide with the Lunar New Year and have the year start off with a bang with a Spider update. It's interesting. They could have had 4 characters then. You could have had tier 3 Miles, tier 4 Peter Parker, and then obviously uniforms for Scarlet Spider and Arachnite. That would have made a much more bigger impression, I think, for the community. And then a small mid-month Warriors of the Sky Part 2, or Moon Temple Defenders, whatever they're being called now, as a mid-month. So I'm not really sure what's happening with the devs at the moment. You can see here we've got 20 days left in the Future Pass, which is going to pretty much take us up to the middle of February. Now we know that Ant-Man is dropping on the 17th, the film, so if they're going to drop the update and a legendary battle in time for the movie, it's probably going to come out around about the 14th. Admittedly, it might not be a legendary battle, we might get a world boss, or it might be a GBR, depending on what they decide to do with Kang. That's if, and of course, touch wood that they actually are bringing him to the game. We've seen quite a few times recently when they've had the opportunity to bring characters to the game and they haven't. And whilst the main, and I say that in quotation marks, main update did give us kind of some more content for the game, it was literally just dispatch. And you can see I haven't even been bothered, because all they did was give us Stage 8's TCP and Stage 9. Oh no, not Stage 9. Is it Stage 7? No, okay, it must be Stage... No, 10 is CCF. Where are we going? 6. Okay, right. So yeah, 6 and 8. The EOD and the TCP, 6 and 8. They've just literally given us those rewards again, but just combined. So we're not getting that many more. And you can see I haven't even been bothered to do it because I really can't be asked. It's the same as 11 and 12 with the Celestial Essence all over again. So it makes you wonder if there's a problem with the devs, if they've had to just change around a couple of updates, if it's the marketing, if someone has said that they have to do updates in a certain order and the devs are working their hardest and then they're just getting told to do whatever. But regardless, I'm excited for Spider-Man Tier 4. You can see we have a hybrid build on him because we have the greed, which works very well for PvP and for PvE. So on the off chance that he's not PvP meta, but they're going down a PvE route with him, then I don't think we'll have to change too much for him. However, I would imagine he's most likely going to stay PvP focused. And then, like I say, we have Scarlet Spider, and you can probably afford to build him up. Luckily, materials are plenty resourceful for characters to build up from 60 to 70 to get ready for Transcendences or Tier 3s. As we all know, the real problem in the game, I mean, look, we can relay enhance it. It doesn't matter if it costs us 30 rolls, 10 rolls, however many rolls. We're in a good position now, thanks to the game increasing the ways that we can, receive drops. The real issue in the game, especially as they're going so hard on Tier 4s, is of course these resources, which still needs to be fixed. So I really hope that they fix dispatch mission, because as you can see, you go for just a single roll here. Let's go into do a single gear roll. You can see how very desperately short we are of Soul of the Faltine. Okay, so that's just because we got Jean Grey Tier 4, but look, just doing one roll takes up 12, and we only have 1,000. There's no way that we'd be able to roll up all of her gears. So that's a big issue, and I really hope they address that in the patch notes and they say, look, we're going to change dispatch 12 or 13 to reflect that, because the game needs it, because a lot of people are getting left behind. It is creating an unequal system, which makes it harder, I think, for new players. I was thinking about starting a free-to-play account just to see how difficult it is for new players now to come in, because in order to get any Tier 4 materials, like today, we have Blast, so in order just to even get in, let alone have good enough characters, or, to have people who won't kick you the second they see your team, is going to be very difficult for any players to catch up at all without spending money. Which, of course, I know part of the community is thinking that the game is on its last legs and they're just trying to squeeze the last few pennies out of the whales before the game dies. I'm not sure that's the case. I know that Marvel as a whole is struggling at the moment, even with the films as well. Not monetarily, but critically. And so the game may be just looking to other revenue streams outside of the MCU updates, which I think does make sense. But something does need to change. I think we need to see more resources, because otherwise it's going to get harder and harder to keep up with these updates. But yeah, that's it for now. I am still looking forward to Spider-Man Tier 4. I'm very sad that Green Goblin never got his time. I hope with a Spider update we would see Spider-Man and Green Goblin, but That's just wishful thinking. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
We await your return, warrior.